Hey, it's Ann Wilson, and in this video, I want to talk to you about the importance of pulling back in order to go forward. I'm talking about the importance of giving yourself time and space to refuel and recharge before you move forward again on your next chapter, adventure, milestone, whatever it is. And this applies in all aspects of your wealth and life. Last weekend, I finished the South African leg of the Financially Free You Live 3-day events that I run. And just 3 weeks before that, I was in the UK running the live event there. And these are 3 amazing days. These are high energy, high impact days where I get to spend full 3 days on stage leading and teaching amazing people how to create their own financial freedom and live the wealthiest, juiciest, unlimited life possible. I absolutely love these events, and me and my team spent a whole year planning for them, and they are epic. But at the end of those, first in the UK, then a trip to the States, then in South Africa, I'm pretty finished. I've given a lot. And I need to then stop, refuel, recharge in order to bring my best self to the next chapter. Now, I used to think that life was all about pushing forward, going forward, never stopping, until some point down the line where I'd hit some magic sort of success milestones that you couldn't stop until you had done it. More and more on my journey, I realized the vital importance of stopping, pulling back, recharging. It's that breathe in before we breathe out, before we give that outward energy. Because it's only with that can you actually have the mindset, the energy, the enthusiasm to do what you want to do, to create the things you want to create. And so I'm going to be heading off shortly first to Saudi Arabia and then over to Sri Lanka, where I am going to be completely unplugged. For 2 full weeks, I'm spending time at an Ayurvedic center, absolutely refueling and recharging. During that time, I completely disconnect. I have no internet. I don't look at my phone. I don't check emails. I don't speak to my team. I don't go onto social media, because it's about switching off and letting all parts of me recharge, receive, refuel. And I used to always say I was born into a tractor. I had this body that could just keep going, and I could just keep working, keep working, keep working. In a way, there was almost a little bit of pride about, that work ethic of keep going. Well, I've chosen to consciously change my language and go, well, actually, if I want to be in a supercar racing through this thing called life, having this amazing experience, doing these great things, then I need to treat this vehicle inside and out like that supercar. And just like a supercar, it needs to have pit stops. It needs to get the oil and fuel changed. It needs to get its tire changed. It needs some of the panel beating to bash out those dents. And it's so important that we do this too. And the more and more you create your wealthy life, the more and more you're going to realize that this is not a luxury. This is a necessity. And so now I consciously plan in at least 2 of these big refuel and recharge sessions where I completely unplug a year. And then in between, there are smaller ones. And these recharge sessions, they're not holidays. These are properly time to refuel and recharge. Holidays are fantastic, but often they're frenetic. We're doing things, we're meeting people, which isn't the same as really refilling yourself so that you can bring all of yourself and more to that next milestone. And then I also plan in little bits during a month, so these might be a weekend away or specifically time off on weekends. Also in the week, so these will be bigger chunks of time where I consciously spend time reading, exercising, doing things that inspire me, fill me up, going for massages. Really, really key to give this breathing in before you can breathe out, so that you can bring this wealth in, so that you can then go and do the stuff that you need to do to create the life that you want. But also look at how do you do it every single day. These are just minutes taken here and there to stop, have some deep breaths. This is about the refueling. This is the recharging. Doesn't have to just be the once a year when you go on an Ayurvedic retreat or whatever it is for you. It's how can you bring these things in really so you keep those tanks topped up. This is exactly the same about keeping your financial tanks topped up, because when you are financially depleted, you can't help anybody else. But again, if you are emotionally and physically depleted, you can't be there for your relationship with your kids, your work, whatever it is that you're contributing to. It is about how you pitch up is going to determine how successful your results are. And in order to pitch up as your best self, you need to make sure that you are receiving, that you are giving yourself this. So right now, think of what are some of the things you can just do every single day. How can you start your day filling up your tank? Instead of diving into your inbox and looking at your emails, can you spend 5, 10, 15 minutes? Have some meditation, go out into nature, think about what you're excited about for that day. Spend this time avoiding and being away from all of that digital noise. Don't dive onto your emails or look at your phone or check your social media before you've just filled up first. Then you've got the energy to charge in. And then throughout the day, look at how you can have this recharge and refuel of yourself. What can you do on a weekly basis? What can you do on a monthly basis? And what are some of the big chunks you're going to put in during the year? So if you're watching this anywhere else other than over at thewealthshift.com, head on over there, and I'd love to know your thoughts on this video. And what is it that you need to do to make sure that you are fully refueled, recharged, so that you can bring your best self to the world, and making sure that your tanks are absolutely topped up so that you can really experience this unlimited, wealthy, juicy life that you know you're meant to be living.